questions. The cost of 5 skirts and 3 blouses is 1,750 shillings. Muweni bought 3 of the skirts and 1 of the blouses for 850 shillings. Find the cost of each item. Now here we can form 2 equations. Let's say the cost of a skirt is x and the cost of a blouse is y. So 5x plus 3y is 1750. Now if Mweni bought 3 skirts and 1 blouses, it will be 3x plus y, which is equals to 850. We can solve these 2 equations simultaneously by elimination. To eliminate the first question, we shall multiply by 1. The second one, we shall multiply by 3. And then the first question, if we multiply by 1, it remains the way it is. 5x plus 3y is equal to 1,750. The second equation, if we multiply by 3, it becomes 9x plus 3y is equal to 2,550. Now, if we subtract the 2 equations, we shall remain with the negative 4x is equal to negative 800. Now, x becomes 200. We can substitute the value of x in n of those equations to get the value of y. Let me substitute in the second equation, which is 3x plus y is equals to 850. Now, wherever there is x, we put 200. So, instead of x, we say 3 times 200 plus y is equals to 850. Therefore, 600 plus y is equals to 850. Solving, the value of y is 250. So we conclude that 1 skirt is equals to 200 shillings and 1 blouse is equals to 250 shillings. A fruiterer bought 144 pineapples at 100 shillings for every 6 pineapples. She sold some of them at 72 shillings for every 3 and the rest at 60 shillings for every 2. She made a profit of 65%. Calculate the number of pineapples sold at 72 shillings for every 3. Now, the purchase price. How do we get the purchase price? We take 144 pineapples divided by 6 multiplied by 100 shillings. We get that all the pineapples were bought at 2,400 shillings. Now, he made a profit. She made a profit of 65%. So taking 165 multiplied by 2,400, we find that she sold the pineapples at 3,960 shillings. Now, let the pineapples that she sold for 72 shillings be x. And since there were 144 pineapples, now the pineapples she sold for 60 shillings for every 2 will be 144 minus x. Now, we can use that equation to get the total price, the total amount she got from the pineapples. Like, for instance, if we take x divided by 3 multiplied by the price for every 3 pineapples plus 144 minus x divided by 2 multiplied by the price for every 2 pineapples, we get the total amount she got, 3,960. Now we solve to get the value of x. When we solve, we get that x is 60. So this means that the number of pineapples she sold for 72 shillings for every 3 was 60 pineapples. 4 farmers took their goats to the market. Mohammed had more goats than Ali. Koech had 3 times as many goats as Mohammed, whereas Odupoi had 10 goats less than both Mohammed and Koech. Write a simplified algebraic expression with one variable representing the total number of goals. 2. 3 butchers bought all the goats and shared them equally. If each butcher got 17 goats, how many did the old boy sell to the butchers? Now we have Muhammad. Muhammad, let's assume that what he had was x plus 2. Therefore, Ali had x, Koech had 3 into x plus 2, because Koech had 3 times more what Muhammad and Ali had. What Muhammad and Ali had, what Muhammad had. Muhammad had x plus 2. Muhammad had 2 more goals than Ali. So that is it. And then we are told Odupoi Odupoi had 10 goats less than Muhammad and Koech. So we take what Muhammad and Koech had, we add, and then less 2. We get what Odupoi had, which is 4x minus 2. Now, if we want to get the total goats for all those persons, we shall add x plus 2 plus x plus 3 into x plus 2 plus 4x minus 2. And we get it to be 9x plus 6. So in total they had 9x plus 6. But now, we have 3 butchers buying the goats, and each got 17. They shared them equally and got 17. So 17 times 3, we get that the total goats were 51. So we equate 51 to the equation 9x plus 6, because that is also the number of the total goats, and we solve, we get that x is equals to 5. Now the goal that would put ahead was 4x minus 2. So wherever there's x, we put 5. So 4 times 5 minus 2, we get that would put ahead 18 goats. Akinyi bought 3 cups and 4 spoons for 324 shillings. Wanjiku bought 5 cups and Fatuma bought 2 spoons of the same type as those bought by Akinyi. Wanjiku paid 228 shillings more than Fatuma. Find the price of each cup and each spoon. Now it means the 3. Let's say 3 cups. The price of a cup is x, and the price of a spoon is y. So 3 cups we shall take 3 times x, and 4 spoons we shall take 4 times y, so that we get 3x plus 4y is equals to 324. But now we have Wanjiku buying 5 cups and Fatuma buying 2 spoons. So 5x minus 2y, we are told that Wanjiku paid more than Fatuma, so we just take 5x minus 2y to get 228. Now we have 2 equations. We can solve them simultaneously to get what was the price for each cup and each spoon. Now, we shall multiply the second equation by 2, and then we leave the first one the way it is. So if you multiply the first one, will remain 3x plus 4y is equals to 324. The second one, since we are multiplied by 2, it will be 10x minus 4y, because 5 times 2 is 10, 2 times 2 is 4, and then 228 times 2 is 456. Then we add the equation to eliminate y, because y is a negative. The only way you can eliminate it is adding. Now, if we add 3x plus 10y, we get 13. If you add 4y plus negative 4y, we get nothing. And then we add 324 plus 456, we get 780. Now we solve for x. 13 goes into 7, 8, 60 times, so x is 60. And then we can substitute x in any of the 2 equations to get the value of y. I've substituted in equation 2. So we have 5x plus 2y is equals to minus 2y is equals to 228. So for value of x we put 16. So 5 times 60 minus 2y is equals to 228. Negative 2y is equals to negative 72. Therefore y is equals to 36. So the price of 1 cup is 60 shillings and the price of 1 spoon is 36 shillings. The mass of 6 similar art books and 4 biology books is 7.2 kilogram. The mass of such art books and 3 such biology books is 3.4 kilogram. Find the mass of 1 art book and the mass of 1 biology book. Now we have, let's assume the mass of art book is x and that of biology is y. So if we take the mass of 6 books, that is 6 times x, plus the mass of 4 biology book, that is 4 times y, we get 7.2 kilogram. Similarly, if we take the mass of 2 art books, that is 2x, and 3 biology book, that is 3y, we get 3.4 kilogram. Now we have 2 equations which you can solve simultaneously. We can eliminate any value. I decided to eliminate x by multiplying the second equation by 3. So the first equation remains the same because I multiplied by 1. The second one will turn into 6x plus 9y is equals to 10.2. Now we subtract. We remain with negative 5y is equals to negative 3. This means that the value of y is equals to 0.6. Substitute the value of y in any of those 2 equations, which I have substituted in the second equation, to get the value of x. So whatever this y, put 0.6. So you have 2x plus 3 multiplied by 0.6 is equal to 3.4. 2x plus 1.8 is equal to 3.4. 2x is equal to 1.6 and the value of x is equal to 0.8. Therefore, the value of 1 art book is 0.6 kilogram and the value of 1 biology book is 0.8 kilogram. Simplify the expression x minus 1 over x minus x plus minus 2x plus 1 over 3x. Hence, solve the equation x minus 1 over x minus 2x plus 1 over 3x is equals to 2/3. Now, to simplify, we shall get the LCM between x and 3 so that the denominator is the same for those 2 parts of the sum. The LCM is 3x. So x goes into 3x 3 times. So the first part we shall multiply 3 times x and also 3 times negative 1. And the second part shall remain like that. So we have our numerator as 3x minus 3 minus 2x minus 1 all over the denominator 3x. So this gives us a value of x minus 4 all over 3x. So x minus 4 all over 3x is equals to 2/3. Now we multiply 3x on both sides so as to remove the denominator on both sides. So the left side we shall have 3x times 2. The right side we shall have 3x minus 12. So 3x minus, we bring the other x on the right side to the left. It will turn into a negative. So it will be 6x minus 3x, which gives us 3x is equals to negative 12. So x is negative 4. The value of x is negative 4. Karani bought 4 pencils and 6 biro pens for 66 shillings, and Tachora bought 2 pencils and 5 biro pens for 51 shillings. Find the price of each item. Musoma spent 228 shillings to buy the same type of pencils and biro pens. Find the number of pencils he bought. Now, let's look at part A. So, let's say the price of each pencil is X, and the price of each biro pen is Y. So we have Akarani buying 4x plus 6y is equals to 66, and Tachora 2x plus 5y is equals to 51. We have two equations which we can solve by elimination or simultaneously. That is, so I shall multiply the second one by 2 so that I'm able to eliminate x. Now, if I multiply that, the second equation becomes 4x plus 10y is equals to 1 or 2. Now I subtract from the first equation, I get negative 4y is equals to negative 36. So the value of y is 9. Substituting y in any of the equations, of which I have substituted in the first equation, we get the value of x is 3. So one pencil costs 3 shillings, one biro costs 9 shillings. Now the second part B is easier. Try it, but let me give you a hint. If someone spend 222 shillings to buy the same type of biro, same type of pencils and biro pens, how many pencils did he buy? So try it. Hadija and Kagendo bought the same type of pens and exercise books from the same shop. Hadija bought 2 pens and 3 exercise books for 78 shillings. Kagendo bought 3 pens and 4 exercise books for 108 shillings. Calculate the cost of each item. We can form two equations there, assuming that the price of pens is x, the price of books is y. So for Hadija, it is 2x plus 3y is equal to 78. And Kagendo is 3x plus 4y is equal to 108. We solve by elimination. If we have eliminated x to get the value of y to be 18, and then substituting the value of y in any of those equations to get the value of x is 12. So one pen costs 12 shillings, one exercise book costs 18 shillings. Now, in 14 years, a mother will be twice as old as her son. 4 years ago, the sum of their ages was 30 years. Find how old the mother was when the son was born. Now, let's assume the mother age when she is twice as old as son is 2x. Now the son will be x. But 14 years ago, so we subtract 14 from 2x. The sum of the ages was 30. But still, we have to subtract another 4 years. So as to get the sum of the ages when 30. So we have 2x minus 18. If you take 2x minus 14 minus 4, we have 2x minus 18. Similarly, we shall do for the son like that. Subtract 14 years, then subtract 4 years to bring everything to the current, so that we have x minus 18x. So if we add 2x minus 18 and x minus 18, we get that their ages is 30. Now solve for x. We solve and we get x is 22. Now we can have statistics. So x is the sun's age, which is 22 at 14 years ahead. So 14 years ahead, the sun will be 22. The mother will be 2x, that is 2 times 22, that is 44. So the mother will be 44 years when the sun is 22. I've put the statistics on the table. You can see the table. 14 years ahead, when the age of the mother is twice that of the sun, the mother will be 42, the son will be 22. Currently, the mother is 30, the son is 8. 4 years back, the mother was 26, the son was 4 years. Now, when the son was born, you remove the 4 years, you get that the mother was 22 years. Just subtract 4 from 26, you get the mother was 22 years. In January, Mambo donated a sixth of his salary to the children's home, while Simba donated 1/5 of his salary to the same children's home. Their total donations for January was 14,820 shillings. In February, Mambo donated an eighth of his salary to the children's home, while Samba donated a 12th of his salary to the same children's home. The total donation for the February was 8,675 shillings. Calculate Mambo's monthly salary. Now we can have two equations there. If you have a sixth plus a fifth, assuming that donation by Mambo is x and that of Simba is y, so you have a 6x plus 50y is equals to 14,820. That's the first equation. The second one, you have an 8x plus a 12x is equals to 8,675. Now we solve by elimination. I've eliminated y to get the value of x to be 45,000. Now substituting, we only asked to find Mambo's salary, and Mambo is the value x. So Mambo's salary is 45,000. You can substitute x in the end of the equations to get the value of Simba's salary if you want for practice. A construction company employs technicians and artisans. On a certain day, 3 technicians and 2 artisans were hired and paid a total of 9,000 shillings. On the same day, on another day, the firm hired 4 technicians and 1 artisan and paid a total of 9,500 shillings. Calculate the cost of hiring 2 technicians and 5 artisans in a day. So we can form 2 equations there, assuming that the cost of hiring a technician is x and that of an artisan is y. The first equation shall be 3x plus 2y is equals to 900. The second one shall be 4x plus y is equals to 9,500. Sorry, for the first question, it should be 9,000, not 900 as I had said, but you can visibly see that. Now, we can eliminate any value in those 2 equations. So to eliminate, I have eliminated y by multiplying the second equation by 2. So the second equation becomes 8x plus 2y is equals to 19,000. Then subtract from the first equation, we should get a negative 5x. Sorry for omitting the negative. Negative 5x is equals to negative 10,000. So the value of x is 2,000. Now substituting the value of x in any of those equations, I've substituted in the second equation where this x, we put there 200. So it is 4 times 200 plus y is equals to 9,500. The value of y becomes 1,500. So the cost of hiring two technicians, one technician is 2,000. So 2 times 2,000 plus the cost of hiring 5 artisans. One artisan is paid 1,500. So 5 times 1,500. When you add 2,000 times 2 plus 5 times 1,500, you get the cost of hiring two technicians and one artisan in a day is 11,500. Expand and simplify. Now to expand, you just multiply 4 times q, you get 4q. 4 times 6, you get 24. And then 7 times q, you get 7q. 7 times 3, you get 21. And then add the like. You have 4q plus 7, they are like, you get 11q. And then 24 minus 21, they are like, you get 3. So equation becomes 11q plus 3. Use the grid provided to solve the simultaneous equations. Now, there's a grid. I've used a Microsoft graphical facility to solve it. But if you are solving manually, you have to find the value of at least 2 values of x and y for the first equation, and at least 2 values of x and y for the second equation, and then those values gives you 2 points. So those 2 points will join with a straight line, and the lines will look like the one I have. For the line of x minus 4y is equals to negative 5 is a blue line, and the negative x plus 2y is equals to 1 is the red line. You can see they meet at a point where x is 3 and y is 2. So that equation has been solved. The value of x is 3, the value of y is 2. Now similarly, there is a question here you have to solve using a graph. So for the first question, y is equals to 4/3x plus 2. If you are solving manually, try to find the value of 2 values of x and y. Like the question is straightforward. You can say if y is 0, what is the value of x? And then you get it, you put a point on a graph, the value of x and y. And then you can assume if x is 0, what's the value of y? You get that point and then put a point on the graph and join with that straight line. So do the same for 3y is equals to x plus 3. And then draw the line. The line should look exactly like the ones I've done there. You can see for y is equals to 4x, to 4/3x plus 2 is the blue line, and 3y is equals to x minus 3 is the red line. And you can see they meet exactly at a point where x is negative 3 and y is negative 2. So that equation is solved. The value of x is negative 2 and the value of y, so the value of x is negative 3 and the value of y is negative 2. Mary had 21 coins whose value was 72 shillings. There are twice as many 5 shillings coins as there are 10 shillings coins. The rest are 1 shilling coins. Find the number of 10 shillings coins that Mary has. Now here, let's assume the number of 10 shilling coins is x. Now if the number of 10 shillings is x, and we are told 5 shillings are twice much as 10 coins, so there will be 2x. And 1 shillings we are told is the rest. Remember the number of coins 21, and we have x and 2x. So subtract x plus 2x from 21, we get the value of 1 shilling coin. Now to get the number of all those coins, what do? We take the number of 10 coins multiplied by the value, take the number of 5 shilling coins multiplied by the value, and take the number of 1 shilling coins multiplied by the value. Should be equal to the value of all those coins, which is 72. Now solve for x. We find that x is 3. This means that the 10 shilling coins, there are only 3 coins.